All right, so this is gonna have to be a separate video because now I'm across the room, and I gotta have it in portrait form so you can see both the guitar and the TV, right? And so again, remember we were talking about how this switch's functionality has to do with the metal or the magnet in this pole getting close to this switch, and the metal or magnet in that pole getting close to that switch. Because as you move it, right? Look, that is strum down. That is strum up. Whenever anybody talks about feel and squishiness and things like that, it's gonna have, or double strums, it's gonna have to do with that distance. And in many ways, this foam and this foam that's underneath there and what the return action is gonna feel like, okay? Now there's another product out there that I have not tried, I'll be very honest, but it replaces this entire system. And I understand why and how they do it, because this seems very simplistic and it very prone to breakage. But if you bought that other system, it would replace this entire thing, this entire apparatus, this entire armature with what is basically a circuit board. And I'll very briefly explain how they do that. It's actually quite brilliant. This switch they make obsolete, and it requires you to cut this wire, which is going to void your warranty. Oh, excuse me, void your warranty. But your guitar's broken anyway, so that's kind of, who cares? So if you follow this wire along, you will see it goes to this blue guy. And remember, this switch is one of those reed switches I mentioned. Here's the other one, but it's integrated into the board. So you cut this wire to make that not part of the problem, and you get another little head that looks like this, and it goes into the aftermarket circuit board. That's a whole other apparatus again. And then they have you solder if you're comfortable, but there's actually a neat way that they invented, or they show you how to fold it like a paper clip around there. Because what you're basically doing is wanting to bypass this so that this switch and this as you strum back and forth, or whatever their post is, whatever the mechanics are, so this is obsolete. And so it's another one of those things that comes up, it'll attach to that, and it'll go onto their mechanics, the mechanics of their strum bar. So it's just a better engineered design than that aftermarket thing. But if you don't have the 30 bucks, or you're freaked out by soldering or cutting cables or something like that, the purpose of this video was to show you how and why these double strums or lack of strums happen, and maybe one way that you might be able to fix it on your guitar. So hope that was helpful and not super distracting. And you know, I don't care about likes or subscribes, because I just want to help people. So more to come. If I ever find a problem like this again on the guitar, maybe I can help some folks. So take care. Thanks.